Let's talk a little bit about mind control. How many of you out there actually still watch the mainstream media? I stopped watching mainstream media, CNN, NBC, ABC, all that crap. I stopped watching that in 2020. And I did that because I realized that it wasn't reporting. And I mean, I know we probably realize that the programming on mainstream is not reporting. Like, let's talk about the news. It's not really reporting the news, it's more like spin on what's happening. So it's more commentary than it is anything else. It's definitely not about facts. And when you look, you can see that it's all about division. What I looked at in 2020 was I started to see people that were saying interesting things on YouTube and other places, and then all of a sudden they're gone. And I seek for them and I find out that they've been canceled. And I'm kind of like, why are these companies putting the kibosh on information? And I looked into it more, and became very clear that anything outside of the standard storyline for whatever was going on, the jibber jabber, all that, in that time, anything counter to that storyline, that narrative, was being squashed. And so to me, I was like, well, I want to hear what those people are saying, because if they are being taken off the air and canceled and silenced, maybe they're saying something that I might want to know about. And so we moved from this place where I'm old enough to remember when news reporting was pretty much just facts and different perspectives, having conscious dialogue between different viewpoints, you know, without getting excited, without getting angry, without getting accusatory and all of that nonsense. And that left in 2020, that was gone. So I started following the people and seeking out the people that were being canceled, because we had doctors coming forward, we had nurses, we had neurosurgeons, preeminent cardiac surgeons raising the alarm. And these people got silenced. And then if you watched and you actually like followed what happened to them, they got destroyed. So you've got to say, well, you got to think to yourself, well, why would anybody do that? Why would they stick their neck out only to have their head chopped off? They're not getting anything out of it, are they? Are they getting anything out of it if it ruins their life? If it takes their doctor's license, their physician's license, and right to practice medicine, if that gets removed, is that helping them? So why would they do that? So it must be something really substantial, something really major, for them to risk their career, their family, and in some cases, their life. Mind control is very real. It is a proponent of mainstream broadcasting, hence the word programming, being programmed. The word says it right there. So all this stuff that's happening now with Venezuela, and people look at it and they're like, I don't know why that's happening. Well, how about look a little bit deeper? Look back in history. See the role that Venezuela has played in the past 25 years. Look at what it used to be, and then look where it changed, and then look what it has become. You can find this information out. It's searchable. So in this day and age, we've got to look deeper. We've got to stay off the mainstream media if we want to keep our our critical thinking skills alive, because in my opinion, mainstream media will just dumb you down to the point that you can't think. So look deeper, ladies and gentlemen. We're just human beings. We're just Americans. We're just here watching all this stuff unfold. We need to be able to talk about it. We need to be able to have conversations, peaceful, open conversations about the pros and cons of different things. Let's do it. We're going to have to take back our country. It's not going to be anybody else to do it for us. There's no savior. We are the people we've been waiting for. All right, so I'm going to make another plug. LifeWave. If you haven't tried it, please do. There's so many things in our environment, so many toxins. So, I mean, in everything, the air we breathe, the water we drink, the food we eat. There's electromagnetic field pollution, big time. The patches help with that. Try it out. Start out with the X39. I feel confident you'll be glad you did. They've helped me tremendously. And also, as the financial system slowly cracks and breaks down, and it will, the dollar is becoming less and less valuable. Our fiat system, based on usury, based on debt, where there aren't enough resources to chase to fulfill that debt, get into something that will maintain and retain value. Precious metals, huge. Get into it. Put your money, your resources into something that actually will increase in value instead of holding them in the fiat dollar, which is just decreasing by the day, really. All right, beautiful day today, January 4th, Sunday. God bless America. God bless the United States. God bless all the freedom-loving people here in our country. Thanks for listening. Bye.